As you can already see, I have prepared some very interesting chart which is pointing us where the price of Bitcoin might be possibly hitting in the immediate short term, and also what kind of scenario to expect for the upcoming days. Yes, because we can see, guys, the price in the immediate short term is showing some weakness, because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you the reason why we could be seeing some retracement towards this key line of support before expecting any sort of an impulsive movement. And now I have another very interesting chart here in a weekly time frame, which is also pointing a possible retest towards this 30-week moving average before continuing this uptrend. So if we get lucky, right, if the price does exactly as shown in an example, that means the upcoming days, even the upcoming months, could be favoring the bulls before price again starts showing this weakness. So let's start this in a weekly time frame. But before we do that, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So according to this weekly chart, we can see, according to the Stan Weinstein ideal buy for investor theory, once the price breaks out of this downtrend and also break above this 30-week moving average, what it usually does, it usually gets attracted towards the area of confluence. So in our case this here, around 24,000 was definitely the area of confluence, but we said 24,500 to 25,000 range, but in our case it came only around 24,400, I guess. And now we are seeing this weakness. So if this is going to be a scenario just like as shown in the example, after some range bound, what could the price of Bitcoin be doing? The price of Bitcoin could be getting attracted towards this 30-week moving average to test the support, again continue this movement here in this manner, just like, guys, just like as shown here in an example. The only confirmation what we need right now is the confirmation from this volume. Yes, guys, we need a volume breakout, because in an uptrend, right, in an uptrend we usually see volumes coming in. So in our case this here is a clear downtrend in volume, so what we need, a volume breakout. So if the price after this retest around 21,000 to 20,000 range does manage to start showing this bullishness, and also the volumes start appearing here to the downside confirming this breakout, in that case we are going to look at this as an ideal buy for investor from Stan Weinstein. And beside that, guys, beside this theory, even if we are going to see any sort of a retracement, we know in the immediate short term the price of Bitcoin was flashing this divergence. Yes, a bearish divergence here in RSI, bearish divergence here in T3CCI indicator, and according to the MACD, this is also a bearish MACD cross. So that's why we said, hey, in the immediate short term there could be a retest around this key line of support before price again starts showing a movement here to the upside. And I just found out, guys, in the past price action, if you go back here, was also showing this clear downtrend before the price broke out of this key resistance line from this Williams alligator indicator, and also before it started turning bullish. This is a bullish crossover, right? You can see during this uptrend we also were forming this bearish divergence. Even though MACD was bearish, the price continued this uptrend. Even though the RSI was showing this divergence, bearish divergence, the price continued this uptrend. Even though the T3CCI was flashing this bearish divergence, the price continued this uptrend. But during this uptrend we had plenty of shakeout, but at the end price still continued this uptrend as long as we remain above this Williams alligator indicator. So this is what I'm trying to show you here with the previous example, guys. With this previous example, if we do see a retest around this 21,000, the 30-week moving average line, that means we could be coming back to retest the support from this Williams alligator indicator before again showing a movement here in this manner, just like from the past price action, because the indicators here to the downside, MACD, RSI, T3CCI, is favoring the short. But we know these lines are definitely going to be a very strong line of support above 20,000 range. And not just only this one here, guys, we even found out, according to the central pivot range indicator, which is a leading indicator, there was a possibility for price to test the support from this CPI line before choosing a trend duration. In the past price action, we have found out whenever the price starts showing impulsiveness without touching any of the CPI line, what happens in more than 95% cases, price gets gravitated towards the CPI line before choosing a trend duration here like this. So that's why in our case, since this is also a VCPR, the price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend duration without touching the CPI line. That's why we said in the immediate short term there could be a possible retest around the CPI line and price again continue this uptrend, because we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to get gravitated around this 200 weekly moving average, which is around 24,500 to 25,000 range before a final decision is made. Yes guys, because we know even if there is going to be any sort of a retracement, we know the key line of resistance, the previous temporary key line of resistance, you can see, which was around 24,300, 25,400 range. This here is another one, and this here is another one which is lying around 21,000 range. So we know if there is going to be a retracement like this, I mean the price of Bitcoin coming back to test the support from this 30-week moving average, and also test the support from this Williams alligator indicator, even the support from this CPR line, and in that case we could be forming an inverse head and shoulder type of formation. Yes, you heard that correctly. This price here could be forming inverse head and shoulder type of formation. So any sort of a pullback here in the medium short term, this could be forming a right shoulder as long as we remain of 20,000, and then again show this bullishness before breaking out of this 25,000 range, or before again faking out and continuing this downtrend, because we strongly believe that this 25,000 or on 200 weekly moving average is where we could be getting gravitated before price loses a trend duration. And beside this example guys, even in a medium short term, I showed you the probability for this symmetrical triangle to break here to the upside is lower than here to the downside, because we found out the price was showing this weakness. The VCPR all was indicating that maybe the support around this lower line could be tested, and this is exactly where we are right now. So what I'm trying to show you here is that if we break the support which we have here in the medium short term around 23,200, 23,300 range, then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this downtrend around 21,900 to 22,000 range. Yes, this here is definitely going to be looked as our medium short-term target if we lose the support which we have around this symmetrical triangle lower line area. And also parallelly, we were forming this bullish ascending broadening wedge. But even according to this bullish ascending broadening wedge, you can see there is still a possibility for price testing the support here, even faking out like this, right, before again continue our uptrend here in this manner, because we need to liquidate the over average longs before continuing the uptrend, or what it has done in most of the cases. So that's why guys, in the medium short term, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show further weakness, come back to test the support which we have around 20 to 22,000 range before again showing impulsiveness. So in the medium short term, some weakness is expected, but we know the overall market could be still favoring the bulls for the upcoming weeks, even for the upcoming month. But if everything is going to fake out, I mean all the bullish scenario which we have talked here for Bitcoin is going to fake out, and price is going to start with the actual trend reversal here to the downside, in that case guys, we have to look at this psychological pitfall chart, and we are aware of that, right? But what I did, I also included the psychology of market cycle, which is exactly the same chart, only the labelings are a bit different. So you can see we did have this breakout from this falling wedge, just like I showed in an example. I showed you guys this 200 weekly moving average is going to be looked as our target area around 24,500 to 25,000 range. But if it is going to fail to continue that high and price is going to start showing this weakness, just like as shown here in the example, right, you can see here, then in that case you can see the price of Bitcoin will start continue this rally here to the downside to form an actual accumulation phase, even a new low, before consolidating, before finally starting this new marker phase, just like as shown here in an example. So if the price remains above 20,000, any sort of shakeout, it is okay. But if we break below 20,000 support, then guys, then this was actually a fake out, and in that case we are going to look at this continuation here to the downside before price start this accumulation phase, actual accumulation phase, before continue this new marker phase. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.